A U-turn by the UK government, but one it says was driven by practicalities, not politics. Announcing the total ban on Huawei kit in Britain's planned 5G network by 2027, the Culture Minister said US sanctions blocking Huawei's use of American microchips would make the company less reliable in future.
The best way to secure our networks is for operators to stop using new affected Huawei equipment to build the UK's future 5G networks. So to be clear, from the end of this year, telecoms operators must not buy any 5G equipment from Huawei. And once the telecom security bill is passed, it will be illegal for them to do so.
The move against Huawei will please Washington, which has been pressuring the UK to act. The company had expected it. It's warning UK mobile users will lose out. In a statement, it says, "Regrettably, our future in the UK has become politicised. This is about US trade policy and not security. Over the past 20 years, Huawei has focused on building a better connected UK. As a responsible business, we will continue to support our customers as we always have done." The British government hopes the announcement will convince other suppliers to enter the market and fill the gap. Meanwhile, the China sceptics among Boris Johnson's Conservative Party are largely happy. They say national security must trump worries about an already damaged relationship.
Relations are already strained over Hong Kong, where China has behaved disgracefully. So anyone thinking we're still in a golden era of relations with China is clearly wrong. But so be it. I think this is the right decision, and we should be calm. We want to continue trading, we want to continue commercial relations with the Chinese, but we've got to be firm at the same time.
It's not clear how quickly or how angrily China will react to Britain's decision to get rid of Huawei kit, but other countries will be watching carefully as they too deliberate on whether to ban the company. Nadeem Barber, Al Jazeera, London.
Our White House correspondent Kimberly Hawkins is joining us now from Washington, D.C. Of course, this is happening at a time when relations between the U.S. and China are already very strained. How's the Trump administration going to be reacting to this news?
Well, there's no question that there is an effort to get U.S. allies on its side in its war against Huawei, the concerns being in the United States that this push to broaden the 5G network globally is really just an effort to conduct backdoor espionage, something that the United States has accused China of doing for some time in various means. And we've seen this sort of latest push and embrace of the ban that has taken place in the UK as being embraced by the Trump administration, seeing this as a positive sign. Now, the U.S. president has just called a press conference for 21 GMT, topic unknown. It's unclear if he will be discussing some of the actions that he has been considering with regard to China. But it's something that has been discussed by the National Security Advisor, Robert O'Brien. And we have seen a number of measures coming out of the United States towards China in recent weeks. You noted the position of the Secretary of State on Monday, rejecting China's claims in the South China Sea. We've also seen the U.S. Congress that is typically divided along party lines, uniting in legislation over its concern of the treatment of Chinese Muslims or Uyghurs. We've also seen, or rather the Hong Kong national security law, and we've seen the U.S. impose sanctions over the treatment of Chinese Muslims. So there are a number of measures that have been discussed, but it's clear the position when it comes to Huawei is especially one of concern in the United States. In fact, Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker, as far back as February, accused China of an insidious form of aggression by an autocratic government that doesn't share U.S. values. That was echoed by the Justice Department in February, charging Huawei with racketeering. So it's now up to the Trump administration to potentially announce what its next steps are. We know the National Security Advisor has been meeting with U.S. allies in Europe for 3 days of meetings to discuss this, among other issues. And the question becomes, what will happen next? We know that there is consideration underway to ban potentially Chinese applications used in the United States, including WeChat, as well as TikTok. We've seen other countries ban those applications. But the position of the United States is that already they're advising Americans not to download these applications, accusing the Chinese government of information warfare.